Woman and the avatars of the Outlands.
Incredible talent and legendary animals of Red Dead Redemption 2. Everyone's smiling for social media content. I have a chair that doesn't work. Nice friends who are in charge of this room. I think we need another chair or help fixing the chair. Yeah, give it up for the nice people who make these rooms run every single day. Okay, are we at least seated for the next, are we okay?
Yeah, I switched.
Are we sorted?
Oh, nice. Amazing!
He doesn't mind sort of leaning on the one side that works.
You know, but a sexy side lean is a good moment. We love to see it.
Especially on no share. That's correct.
So welcome everyone to New York Comic Con. We have a ton of amazing, and if I may say so, very attractive performers on stage with us today. I know not everybody here maybe is used to seeing this much gorgeousness in real life, so if we could all go down the line and introduce ourselves, then we'll get into the real nitty-gritty of the questions. Hi, who are you and why are people excited to see you?
Hi. You're making it too easy. Thank you, everyone. That's so many of you here. For those of you who don't know, I'm Roger Clark. You might know me as Arthur Morgan.
My name is Rob Wiedoff, and I play John Marston.
My name's Benjamin Byron Davis, and I play Dutch Vanderlyn.
I'm Alex McKenna, and I played Sadie fucking Hadler.
I'm Kylie Vernoff, and I play Susan Grimshaw.
I'm Noshir Dalal, and I play Charles Smith.
I'm Nick Malamphy, and I play Shaw Maguire.
I'm Peter Blomquist, and I play Micah Bell.
Oh, hey. Gabriel Sloyer, I play Javier Escuella.
I'm Kirsty Dobell, I play Hosea Matthews.
I'm Robert Bogue, and I play Red.
I'm Mia Davis, and I played Tilly Jackson.
With all admiration and respect, this is the strongest reaction to very specific characters I've seen this whole Comic-Con. This is going to be a ton of fun. Let's start with a really, really easy question. Red Dead Redemption and the world is set during a historic period where you can't just go on Google and say, what did somebody from the before times sound like? So I would love to know if you could all tell us how you found your character's voice.
I'll start. So first of all, they're very tight rock star with their information. So when I showed up to work, I had no idea that I was even in a Western. But there were some people there. Rob was there, Roger was there, and I noticed they had some accents going on. And I was like, so was this Southern? They were like, just kind of of follow what they're doing. So that's how I sort of came up with the fact that she had a little accent. But then with Susan, as soon as I realized that she needed to keep people in line to keep everyone safe, we dropped into a little of that hard love where maybe she makes a few corrections with her hands. And that's how I found her voice.
I've been working on my accent kind of my entire life. No, just like Kylie, we had no idea what we were auditioning for. So I guess, I just went in there. If I memorized everything, I thought I'm doing this the best I can. Let's see if I can spit all this out.
Untitled video game project. That's what they're all called, by the way. I was doing theater at the time, and one of the fellas in my dressing room, his grandfather was from Flagstaff, Arizona, and he used to do impressions of his grandfather that I thought was hilarious. And that was kind of the start of it. And I threw it, I guess a bit of the South creeped in, but Flagstaff, Arizona was like the origin of this feller. And and the rest, as they say, is history.
I guess I was told that Sean was Irish and of course I'm from County Cork in Ireland, where we sound really, really nice and sweet, just like Cillian Murphy and people like that. And I was told that Sean was a bit of a smart arse and he was a bit full of himself. So immediately I went to all my uncles who live in Dublin, and they all kind of started sounding a bit more like that, like hard men kind of walking around, and that's where I came from, and that was it.
Doesn't he say he's from Donegal at one point, Mick?
Yeah, about a year and a half in, I had a scene where I was talking about being from Donegal, and I brought it up to the director, and his attitude was, nobody gives a shit. Most of the people playing this don't even know where Ireland is, so don't worry about it.
I think I had the same experience where we came in and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm from Detroit originally, and they say we sound Southern a little bit. So I was like, okay, well, I think Tilly's got a little bit of Southern swing, but I listened to everyone that was doing the scenes already, so that's how I got it.
My audition was do a Southern accent, and I, being the studious actor that I am, was like, from where though? What part of the South? And I got just Southern, and I was like, copy, okay. And so I did it, got called back, and then showed up to set, had no idea who I was working for, what we were doing. Saw the Rockstar logo, my jaw was on the floor. I was like, this is so exciting, oh my God. And then I couldn't talk about it for 5.5 years. But I saw Western cowboy boots, and so that kind of was like, okay, so they were really General Western, you got it. And that's how we did it.
That's a great story.
So how did you find your voice, Peter?
That's a great question. Originally,
There we go.
Originally, Micah's voice, I came in and I was like, he kind of had a little sort of sound like this. And the director was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he said, go talk to Ben. And so I spent a little bit of time with Ben, and Ben kind of eventually helped me come up with the Micah voice that you guys all know. So Ben is really the one that helped me find that voice. Yeah.
How did I do that?
I don't really remember. It was a long time ago, but yeah, we spent a lot of time together, Ben and I, working on Micah's voice. A lot of time together. So I don't think I've ever thanked you for that. But thank you.
Say more.
You're
Say more
welcome.
about that.
Gabrielle.
I don't know. I really have no idea. I just went with it. But to your point, a lot of it was just being thrown together by things you do, and then Rod would change things, the director would change things, and just lucky to be there. I don't really know how I found a voice or not found a voice, but it all worked out. I'm not fired yet. So.
There's time.
It's true.
Don't say that, that'll be the headline that everybody tweets when they leave this room. We're having a lot of fun, it's being very silly on stage, but a Western is a really extreme and frightening environment. That era in American history was rough, as the dogs say. Who in the cast is most likely to actually survive in that type of scenario?
That's fair.
You know what? I bet Curzon would hold his own. I'm not kidding you. Curzon still plays hockey, and he broke his leg at one point and didn't know it. And so he walked around for a couple weeks or a month or whatever, and then finally got an X-ray. Right? Am I telling this right?
You're telling it right, my friend. I love it. Keep it up.
No, he is easily the toughest one, and I think he's smart, and I think he would be a good. He'd be a real good outlaw.
It's a lot to live up to, but I'll try.
As a Canadian, I have to ask, what position do you play when you play hockey?
I play defense now because I'm so slow. You know, you get old, you slow down, and that's what's happening.
I 100% believe that Alex and Curzon would hold their own, but Gabriel Sloyer is an actual outlaw. He's an actual outlaw, and I said this recently, like, he and I are really good friends, and I never know where he is. And I mean where in the world. And every now and then I'll say, wow, that phone line sounds really weird. Where are you? Don't worry about it. I don't know what he's doing.
It's prison.
It might be prison. Who knows? Nobody knows. And that's how he likes it.
Mysterious man.
Gabrielle, you've done a lot of time, actually, actual time. I think. I don't know what for, but yeah.
What's good is that I'm not fired.
All right, friends in the audience, I want to invite you to very friendly and very politely and very kindly and very mindfully, if you have a question you would like to ask the cast, there's a nice microphone right there. Go line up behind it. If you see anybody who needs some help, please help them out.
Come on
Throw elbows.
down.
Line up
Come
behind
on
Mike.
down.
Very nicely. I'm so glad nobody ran, because about half the time somebody just runs. Hi, what is your name, where are you from, and what is your question?
I'm Victor E. Kazenko. I'm from New Jersey. It's a pleasure to meet you all. You're all great. I got a bit of two questions. Bit two-parter for Rob. What was it like of your character after it being so long since you voiced him, and were you excited to come back to the role? Yeah, you. Yep.
Yeah, what was it? I'm so sorry. What was it like? What now?
What was it like exploring this aspect of your character only mentioned in the first game? Then were you excited to come back to the role?
Yeah, definitely excited to come back to the role, without a doubt. But then, there were a lot of differences between John in Red Dead Redemption and then John in Red Dead Redemption 2. And it was great. I mean, I enjoyed every second of it. But man, John was just a punk, wasn't he? He was really a punk, and I thought, that sucks, but whatever. Yeah, that's part of the story, I guess. There's got to be an arc, and I guess the game is called Red Dead Redemption, right? So you got to come from somewhere, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you for asking.
Thank you. And one more question for sorry about this, one sec.
We do have a nice long line of people,
right.
so let's be respectful.
For Rondra, what was it like to be this character that has limited time left on Earth and want to do the right thing one last time before he passed? Like, try to make a difference before he died of tuberculosis in the game.
He what?
Spoiler alert.
What? No. Oh, that's what all that coughing was about. Yeah, I remember when I first saw that, I was Googling, when did they find a cure for TB? And I'm like, no, it wasn't 1899. I'm so sorry, I didn't hear your second question very well. Is something about the last ride?
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Just what was it like to explore this character that...
Slow down, Jersey.
What was it like exploring this character that just wanted to do the right thing before he like passed away?
Oh yeah. I mean, obviously the beauty of the game is it gives you so much freedom as to how to play it, you know, and most people play, I think, high honor, right? I always go for high honor because I don't like the bounty hunters are annoying when you're low honor. But yeah, I think when Arthur, spoilers, but when he does get that diagnosis, I think it does change his perspective on life, absolutely. And it's from that point where it gives him a different viewpoint, and he tries to change and help and do what little he can with the time that he has left. And Sister Calderon helps him make that decision. And yeah, I mean, it was so beautifully written. And I'm not saying that because the owner was one of the writers. It genuinely was beautifully written. So it was just a joy to work on with a great script.
Thank you very much.
Hi, what is your name, where are you from, and what is your question?
Ben from North Carolina, and question about coming back to the characters was my idea, so I'm regretting giving him first place in mine, but improving another one off the top of my head, since Red Dead 2 has one of my favorite ensembles in any game, if you could take the cast from Red Dead 2 and put them in any other game known for its ensemble, like Mass Effect, Final Fantasy VII, Baldur's Gate 3, what game would you like to see the Red Dead 2 crew try to work their way through?
Good question. Pac-Man.
Mario Kart.
Red Dead 3.
Yes.
I would actually love to see this crew try to handle like an aliens scenario. I think that would be dope.
Micah would absolutely be the thing.
He'd be the chest burster.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. What is your name, where are you from, and what is your question?
I am also Ben, Charleston, South Carolina. Rockstar does not sugarcoat anything. They take on racism, they take on ageism, and they definitely did with this game. My question is, what is the most favorite mod you've seen so far in this game? Open to the whole panel.
What is the most what? Sorry.
Favorite modification for PC so far?
You don't know what he's talking about, do you?
In Ireland, we don't do computer games, so no, I'm only joking. I know what you're talking about.
There's one where Jack is as big as a house. That's hilarious.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
thanks so much.
Hi, what is your name, where are you from, and what is your question?
Hi, my name is Derek. I'm from Manhattan, and my question is for more of the ensemble cast, the campgoers, and so the game has so much content in it, and obviously you guys have been working on it for like a half a decade and stuff like that. Is there anything for your characters that didn't make it into the game that you would have liked to have had, or would you like to have obviously spend more time with them?
Yeah, Sean didn't get hit by a bullet in the head. Oh shit, spoiler, my bad. Fuck.
I wanted to see Tilly's baby.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Hi, what is your name, where are you from, and what is your question?
My name is Morgan, and I'm from Maryland. I was a ghost in Nashir. I wanted to ask, what was it like voicing Charles? He has such a range of emotions, and the way he shows it, super subdued into like that, and then like fully out, showing it when it's like the most intense moments. So I wanted to ask, what was it like having to get into that character, and what mindset you had to be in, and how you did it?
That's actually a question I was meaning to ask you. I hadn't gotten around to it. So.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks. Well, I think one of the things I really like about Charles is, I think he's made a lot of mistakes, and his wisdom comes from having done terrible things in his past that we don't get to see, and he's trying to do better. And so I think you get to see a lot of Charles's restraint, but he has a limit, and when he hits that limit, it's over. And I think finding that line for him was fun, especially because I think so much of what happens in this new family that he has tests that patience like over and over and over. And a couple of times I think he takes it out on people that maybe aren't fully deserving of it, but it's the safer way for him to let it out, you know?
Thank you. Hi, what is your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
Hi, my name is Hannah. I'm coming from Richmond, Virginia, and I have a question for all of these lovely cast members. Obviously, one of the awesome and one of my favorite parts about specifically Red Dead 2 is the inclusion of horses and the huge variety of life that we see in the world, making it really come alive. So my question is, do you have a favorite animal or creature, whether that be a horse or maybe another thing that you run into in the game, that is your favorite just to look at because of how cool or even just how realistic it looks?
This actually isn't answering your question, but because it's not what it looks like in the game, but I got a whole day, like they saw how much I love dogs, so I got a whole day to come in and work with dogs. I wasn't even playing Susan, I just got to like do stuff with dogs, pet the dogs, sit with the dogs, and it was like maybe my favorite day as just anonymous person on set with dogs.
So imagine every time you choose to pet the dog, that was your performance. It was so real to me. Oh, such sweet dogs.
I think I've cried every time a horse dies. Every time. I mean, we have tear ducts for a reason. You know, we're supposed to cry. They're just so beautiful. And they've done, I mean, truly, the humans who do witchcraft with zeros and ones to create this world that feels so real is mind-boggling to me. So yeah, I mean, I also have a thing for dogs though.
I'm surprised none of the legendary animals have come up yet, because they're so cool.
I was very happy with the alligators.
Yeah, I like the squirrels.
Thank you so much. Hi, what is your name, where are you from, and what is your question?
My name is Matthew Ireland, and I'm from Manhattan. My question is, for all the cast, would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games, or unlimited games but no games?
Did you say bacon?
Yeah.
You said bacon, right?
Bacon. Bacon?
I think you said bacon, but no game.
Bacon and eggs? Are you saying eggs?
What kind of bacon?
Making cakes like bacon?
Yes, bacon. Any bacon.
Baking or bacon?
Bacon.
Bacon. Bacon. Like from a pig.
Yeah, option 2.
Or unlimited games, but no games.
But no game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
You didn't know you were going to have the most controversial and difficult to answer question of the entire panel, and I congratulate you for achieving that.
Great question.
Thank you so much. Hi, what is your name, where are you from, and what is your question?
Hi, I'm Francis. I'm from DC. Thank you. So I was wondering what your favorite. This is for the whole cast, but this is especially directed to Roger and Ben. What have your favorite impressions of your characters been since the game came out? And before you answer, we are not criminals. We are outlaws.
Well, I respect your moxie. But I really haven't heard a good one yet. That was pretty close, though.
I think I'm dying somewhere.
I've heard some really good ones. They're all over TikTok and whatnot, you know? I really admire it. I mean, it's one of the biggest compliments you can get, isn't it, I guess, right? And I'm just so grateful they found me before they found some of you. Although some of the better ones I've heard probably would have been 12 or 13 when we started working on it, so maybe, yeah. But some of you guys, man, some of you pretty damn good. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hi, what is your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
Hi, I'm Reed. I'm from Manhattan, and my question is, will we be getting Red Dead 3 before GTA 6? And
You're asking the wrong people.
And
Boy, we don't
production,
know.
and will Roger be back?
We don't know.
Red Dead 3's already out. Have you not downloaded it yet? It was out yesterday after lunchtime.
You're gonna get unlimited games, but no games.
Thank you so much. Hi, what is your name? Question.
I'm Liam from Northport, New York, and first off I wanted to thank you guys for making probably one of the greatest games of the last 20 years. You guys have distracted me from my schoolwork, made me laugh, made me cry, and thank you so much for it. I'm definitely going to replay it again. So many of you guys have a lot of memorable voice lines that fans have quoted throughout the years, and my friends and I spent a week in the mountains to the point where speaking in a southern accent felt natural. We could only speak in your voice lines. So I guess to all of you, which are your favorite voice lines that you guys have done?
Or favorite performances, because this is
Yeah,
a
or
fully
favorite
integrated
anything.
performance.
Or favorite quotes, rather.
Mine, I guess for me, it would be, Dutch, get over here and dance with me. I don't know if you remember that moment in the game.
Probably at the camp.
But yeah, then we dance and...
You know, I've actually seen some people think that's legit now. They think that that's an actual legitimate cutscene.
What do you mean they think it's
edited out of the game? Peter first started this stuff in Kuwait. He gave some interview where he's doing a slow dance with Dutch and the snow is gently
It was
falling
beautiful.
down.
It was beautiful.
And people now think that that was genuinely cut from the game. Which it was, of course.
I've heard that you still can find it though.
The gramophone was playing, right, Ben? Remember?
Yeah.
How could I forget?
No, we spent all day that day dancing. You know, because they had to get it just right. Anyway, someone else can finish answering the question. Come on.
I did get to dance with Kylie Vernoff for a day, and that was magnificent. I do have this voice lines. I've heard this before. I call it dialogue, right? It's just dialogue, just to be persnickety, which is my preferred mode.
So what's your favorite line?
Piece of dialogue.
Oh, I'll tell you, this is America. You can always cut a deal. I was so certain on the day that we recorded that, like a jackass, I said, that's going to be in the trailer. It was not.
Thank you so much. Hi, what is your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
Hi, I'm Jill. First of all, favorite game of all time, so this is surreal seeing all of you here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you, Jill.
So, I thought this would be a pretty fun question for you guys. This is for the whole ensemble. If your characters existed in modern day, what kind of careers do you think they would have?
Careers.
Brain surgeon.
What's weird is I was gonna say forensic psychologist. Yeah. Also, maybe like a Dexter at night situation.
Probably a professional dog walker or a sex worker.
No, just kidding. That's the highlight. That's the headline that's coming out of this panel.
Yeah, dominatrix.
Sure it is.
Yes, it is. Do you want to find out?
Thank you so much. That was a
Great question.
Hi, what is your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
My name's Hyro. I'm from Jersey. This is Jersey represent. So thank you guys for performing in the game. It was probably one of the most, well, for Rob particularly, the first game for me broke me as a little middle school kid. I never thought I'd cry in video games ever until the last scene, and I was just like, whoa. But anyway, going on forward, my question is that for Rob and Roger, you know when you do the greet, antagonize stuff, I die of laughter every time I just go around with one of you two just terrorizing people's regular lives. Where's your best voice lines or just conversations for the greet, antagonize?
I like, you smell like your shit took a shit. And sometimes, I'll be taking selfies with you guys at the table and I'll whisper that into their ear. And it gets a big smile, except this one time the kid didn't know it was from the game and and he thought he smelled, and he's like, why would you say that? I'm like, oh no, guy, it's from the game, you smell fine. But that didn't make a good selfie that time. The poor kid, I felt awful, yeah. Now you just made me feel awful again. But it is pretty funny.
Honestly, I don't remember a lot of them. When we would do that, we did do those in a sound booth. So there would be a list, and you would just ramble them off. And I remember doing it, and I remember looking through the glass. There was glass to my right, and I could see the director and the sound people in there dying laughing. So I know they really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too, but I can't remember off the top of my head any of it.
It's hilarious, regardless. It's so funny. I die of laughter every time. When I'm terrorizing and just listening to those voice lines, I'm just like, how do you guys do it? So,
A piece of dialogue?
a piece of dialogue. Definitely a piece of dialogue.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, what is your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
I'm Henry. I'm from Queens. So not only did you guys do voice lines or lines of dialogue, you also did motion capture. And what would you say is your favorite motion capture scene to do from the production?
Ooh, when Grimshaw throws Tilly after she says, "This don't feel right, Miss Grimshaw." And she says, "Get back to work, don't nobody care about you." Like, ah! It was so cool because we had to work that out kind of like a stage combat situation. It was really, really cool. I liked it. I like being thrown to the floor.
Wow. I had a similar throwing moment. It was actually the first thing I shot on the stage. I didn't know what was happening, and so you guys know the scene where Micah antagonizes Charles and throws him and is like, "Eat that!" Right? So originally that was Steve, who plays Bill. And so I didn't know him, no one there knew me, and they were like, so he's gonna say some heinous racist shit to you and you're gonna launch him across the room. And I was like, okay. And we've got these huge HMC antlers sticking out and everything, and I was like, so are we taking these off or what are we doing? They're like, no, we need the face. I was like, okay. So Steve, you wanna turn your head to the right, I'll turn my head to the right, and that way our antlers don't lock, And Tempest came in and he was like, no, we want to keep it as real as possible, so just do whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna wreck some shit. And he was like, it's fine. And I turned to Video Village and I was like, I'm gonna wreck them. And they were like, it's fine. And I told Rod, I was like, I'm gonna break some shit. He's like, it's fine. And I was like, okay. Action. Boom! And I threw Steve almost past the mat. Both of our cameras came together and our helmets exploded. And so when I walk up to him, I'm like, eat that! And my HMC camera is just like, and there's a real long pause and then they're T-pose and I'm like, I'm fucking fired. I warned him though, man. I tell him.
Anyone top that story? Thank you so much. Hi, what is your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
Clark Kent from the Daily Planet.
Woo! I know.
Real talk. My name is Romeo Alter. I'm from Brooklyn. I have two questions, one for Ben and one for Roger. First, for Ben, I have to ask, and I feel like everyone here is wondering, what was the plan? What was the plan, Dutch? How are we getting to Tahiti?
I gotta tell you, if people are wondering, you guys are obtuse. The plan is clear. Stop doubting. Make a lot of noise. Make a lot of money. And get the hell out of here.
Okay, and my question for Roger, this is going to be a bit more serious. When you were acting out the I'm afraid scene, I kind of wanted to know like how it felt to do that, like the connection to the character and how you like managed to get out such like an amazing performance. Like everyone here was like cried to that and stuff like that. So I just sort of want to know how you did it.
Well, I had an awesome scene partner, as you may remember, whose name escapes me. I feel terrible right now, but she was absolutely wonderful. She's also in Undead Nightmare, because we see Sister Calderon in that as well. And yeah, I remember her very well. She's a Los Angeles-based actor, and I worked with her the whole day. We knocked out all of those Sister Calderon scenes in the one day, and it was an absolute joy to work with her. And you know, it's one of the things I love about performance capture, because so often when you're voice acting, you're doing it by yourself in a booth, you know? But I had this amazing scene partner to bounce off of, and I think that helps the immersion of the game, is the fact that we as performers get to really dance with each other, you know? And we get off our book and we learn our lines, and we're performing and playing with each other, and Rockstar hired such wonderful actors. I think they hire the most actors in all of Northeast, don't they? You know, I think there was about 1,000 cast members on Red Dead 2. And we had the luxury of working with most of them. And thank you. I'm so glad that you liked that scene. I was thrilled when I first read it, because it was the first time I had ever seen a cowboy admit that he was scared of dying, and I just thought that vulnerability was a really cool thing to explore. But yeah, it was all her. Someone know her name? Has anybody Googled it? She's a wonderful actor, and I was really, really lucky to work with her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
Hi, my name is Emily. I'm also from Brooklyn, and I just want to say thank you, because I was never really much of like a gamer, so the fact that I played the entirety of Red Dead 2 from beginning to end is impressive to me. And so my question is kind of related to, when you have a game that just has so much content, what is it like as the cast and recording and acting out so many different side quests and main quests and all of these little Easter eggs that the average player probably has not seen all of them? So what is that experience like?
Fun. I have a 18-year-old daughter, and we had a French exchange student come and stay with us this past spring. And it turns out this French girl was a gamer. And since no one in my house is good at playing games, I've tried, I get shot, I give up. She started playing, and for 2 days, I got to watch my colleagues do these scenes that I had never seen, and I was so blown away by all of them. Then I saw scenes that I had done that I had completely forgotten about, and it was so beautiful watching someone. I finally understood why there's this culture of people watching people game on YouTube. Watching this young woman sit in my living room and play this game and see it in all its glory and find these side missions that I just didn't even know were there, I really got it. I got why it means so much to people and why they'll spend so many hours doing it.
Thank you.
Can I actually say one thing about that, though, also? So when we started, we worked in a volume that was a single stage. And about halfway through, we moved to a different stage, massive main stage, and then this still massive side stage. And every day that I was there, I would watch Roger run from big stage in, look at a script, small stage, out, into the big stage, and there was no stopping. It was relentless, and I've never seen work ethic like that. He killed himself to bring those side quests to life. And every single one of them, he delivers 100%. Like he's present with all of us and all of those NPCs every single time.
You
And I
really
don't
think
know-
100%?
80%? 100%! Shut the hell up. No, it was amazing. And like I'd never seen an actor commit to that workload like that. And hats off to you, Roger. You're amazing.
I love you, Roger.
Okay, friends, it's time. Ashley, you can put my name in the show survey at the end of the show.
Also, you can just come see us and ask us questions at our table.
But before you
Love
run
to talk
away
about
and
it.
you say Ashley was so nasty and she wouldn't let us ask our last questions, we're gonna take a group selfie, so if we can all in a very polite way come together, Benji's gonna come take a selfie of us and you can tag yourselves in it.
We need to clarify something too, just so you guys know. Roger and I are at tables that are out in the hall. The rest of the cast is also at tables where you can go and meet them, but they're in a different room. And so make sure you find that room.
Do we remember what the number is of that?
Yeah, it's room A1, and some people thought that they had to buy some group thing to come see most of us. You don't. We are there. I know we're there from 2 to 4, and I think again from 6 to 7:30 or so. So come find us.
Yeah, you don't have to buy some package or anything
No,
like that.
we're
You can just come and spend your money on my autograph.
There's candy.
But we would love to be there and answer the questions that
Come say hi. All right, so everyone come together very politely and in a friendly way.